Okay, I just had to jump right back into some more Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, hold on, I forgot to stretch. Hold on. I gotta do that before I start the next video. I've been sitting in a chair for like over an hour and a half, but yeah, I'll get right back into it.
What? Like now?
You know what? Flark it. Let's do it.
Listen closely. Ancient Catathian is a powerful tongue with words that hold great meaning. Follow as I lead the melody. Sotraju tukluk, Heldagor Morgath, Soltath Flandergath.
Sothraju tudluk,
Heldago Morgath, Soltath Flandurgath.
Targath Gonod Kol, Volmalki Ultath, Gothan Kol Galmak.
Targath Gonod
I'm not even gonna attempt this.
Gothen Kogalmach.
Pelmafin Sarduth, Jutkaina.
Maybe once we get back to Lady Hellbender, I'll get another chance to get that MCU Drax costume.
Galmak, Soltath.
How long does this keep going?
What does that last line mean, Drax?
Soltath Flandergath. It means we will be victorious.
Oh, thank God. Thought that was going to keep going.
Shivering tit witches, it's cold.
Wow. Wow, they allowed that in this.
You want to correct me? Or you want to find Fin Fang Foom and save the galaxy?
I want Fin Fang Foom.
And the galaxy-saving thing, I guess. Assuming Hellbender even goes for this.
Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Okay, well, I ain't seeing no boom boom.
We should look for Catathian hunters. The legends of raining fire are true.
Any other legends we should know about?
Legends of glorious death.
Well, as long as it's glorious.
He's got to worry about falling rocks.
Anybody else hearing a high-pitched whine?
I just heard it.
Not my voice. I mean from the Milano.
In that case, no. Watch out! We did not come here to be slain by ice and rocks. There is only one noble way to die on Maktu floor, like so many of my people before us.
Someone remind Drax we ain't come here to die.
No one's dying. We're taking Foom alive. We're handing him over to Lady Hellbender alive. And we're getting her to help us take on the Church's Armada.
So in this plan of ours, the Armada part is where we die?
Maybe, but definitely not before that.
Go team!
Looks like a dead end.
Glorious dead end.
Gotta admit, I kinda love how excited you are about all this.
All right, Drax, channel some of that excitement toward this rock.
I shall pretend it is the head of Fin Fang Foom.
Great. Drax just shattered the skull of the thing we're supposed to capture.
Bye-bye, galaxy.
Groot says he wants to take it all in. Take your time, buddy. Might be our last chance to take anything in.
Think Foom's in there? If fantasy books taught me anything, it's that dragons love to hang out inside mountains.
Groot wants to know if those books said anything about catching dragons.
I'm sure it had something to do with teamwork and trust.
Can't remember the details because he didn't read the whole thing.
I read a lot of different dragon books, okay? And there was always a mountain, and the good guys always win.
Ain't no one writing a book about us.
I think I see something up ahead.
Does it have big, scary claws?
Huh.
Anyone else bothered by the cold?
Look, my people were here.
Didn't we see these in Drax's memories when Mantis linked us all together?
They're Catathian
Oh, sure. He get to walk through that.
That's a lot of brave Catathians.
After Thanos raised Catath, my people were left broken, physically and mentally. Their exodus led many of them here in great numbers.
So how many of these hunters came back?
None.
They were all victims of Fing Fang Foom?
Not victims. They came for the ultimate battle. A truly glorious death.
They came here wanting to die, didn't they?
Most Catathians believe that in order to reach paradise, Ul-Tath, you must live a life filled with purpose. Failure to achieve this results in banishment to Sarduth.
The bad place.
It is not a place. It is non-existence.
Kind of like what's gonna happen to the whole galaxy if the Church gets its way.
Indeed.
This place is what? Is that?
Whoa.
Okay, team. We can't make quick work of this thing.
It's pretty much like a, you know, same kind of beast in our first adventure, just with a different coat.
Yes, that makes us honorary Catathians.
The spore-riddled cat has no apparent weaknesses!
Unlike Stumpy, might have the same weaknesses too.
Peter Quill! It is best to avoid the creature's breath!
So fucking cold here. Even the monsters are frozen.
Yup, definitely wishing I brought a scarf.
Thing reminds me of... What did you call it, Rocket?
The rodent called it Stumpy! Its stomach may be the key!
It's like a walking pile of pimples.
That's just gross, Quill. This one just eats ammo.
Gamora, run him through.
We'll defeat this beast! We'll capture Foom! It is our destiny!
For the sake of the galaxy, I hope you're right. Rocket, safety's off. What the fuck? Mushrooms aren't usually this tough.
We need to teach this creature to roll over! Look
Send it
out!
their way, Drax.
I really hope this Lady Hellbender plan works!
I'm surprised we even have a plan.
You're up, big guy.
Stumpy's cousin is mean. And smelly too.
Let's turn him over! Work with the Sectar's 9-1! Past time someone got stabbed!
Didn't mean to do that.
Too bad food didn't eat.
I keep wanting to like use the left trigger to sprint.
Anyone else getting major Sector 9 flashbacks?
You remember Stumpy? Get it on its back.
We will defeat this beast! We will capture Foom! It is our destiny!
And don't forget the part about getting rich in the end.
Ain't nothing getting through!
Remember! Our
Go
sea
get him,
creatures
Tiger.
are
Are always
poison!
bad news.
Hey,
Quill.
Sonic.
Just ask Groot.
My great strength goes underutilized!
Slice and dice!
Any last word? I really hope this Lady Hellbender plan works!
When we deliver Foom, Lady Hellbender will be in awe of our prowess!
Finally.
Yes! Now bring on Fin Fang Foom!
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much bigger and stronger and scarier is Foom gonna be than the thing we just fought?
10,000.
That's what I figured.
No one said this was gonna be easy, Rocket.
Right, but 10,000 times, Quill, Drax is the literal one, remember?
Obviously, our chances of pulling this off suck. A lot.
Gamora, I'm thinking I can get a pretty good vantage point from the top of this thing.
Okay, just be careful, Peter.
I can see the whole crater from up here. Maybe Foom's not in the mountain after all. Maybe he's down there somewhere.
You tell us!
I mean, if I were a dragon, I definitely want to stop around down there.
The legends do tell of Fin Fang Foom stalking Maklu's greatest caldera.
Good enough for me. We can probably work our way around the edge and find a way down.
Flark and Hala!
Whoa, get a load of them claw marks.
It's gotta be Foom's, right?
He is even bigger than his legend.
So, yeah. When we find him, let's avoid the claws.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to cross here too. Just not sure how.
Looks like there might be a ledge hiding under all those rocks on the other side.
Okay. I'm thinking this is step one of a multi-step solution to get across this chasm.
All right, and what are the next steps?
Still working on that part.
I could clear the rubble from that ledge, Peter Quill. I just need something to throw.
How about Quill? Come on, it's not so bad.
His fleshy frame would make a poor instrument of demolition.
Oh,
So if Raker completes this ritual of his, unleashes Magus or whatever,
Final step, Drax. If we can topple some of those rocks, we got ourselves a path.
Glorious!
I swear, I've never seen you in such a good mood.
Because you have never seen me on the Great Hunt before.
What about our quarantine zone mission?
Drax, I know you've been waiting for this a long time. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I must admit that with everything that has happened, I need this.
Yeah, well, maybe if we'd listened to you from the start and just gone after Foom.
Then we'd probably be dead. We so weren't ready before.
I was born ready.
Everyone get ready. There's something up ahead.
so I don't know what to expect next. So
Sure sees us.
I'm excited to see, because I wanted to see Fin Fang Foom. You would think he was supposed to like show up in Shang-Chi, but you know, because doing the 10 rings thing, it's kind of like disappointing that we didn't get that. So I'm curious to see how this will turn out.
How's everybody holding up?
I find this cold weather invigorating!
Lousy drug slurpers won't stop spitting at us!
And we must spit right back!
Shouldn't it be too cold for worms on this planet?
And the hunt for Fin Fang Foom continues.
Okay, let's just think things through a moment.
Since when is that a thing we do?
What if we're too late? What if Raker finishes what he started and the ritual...
Then we're doing all of this for nothing.
Not for nothing. Our final act is to challenge Fin Fang Foom. It will be an honorable final act.
I don't do final acts. I'm a survivor.
Let us hope we are not too late.
There. See? More ominous peaks.
This
Yeah, I
planet's
mean,
starting
like
to give me the
Shang-Chi is
creeps.
like
I keep
still
thinking Foom's
fun.
gonna claw us from behind.
Fin Fang Foom is
kinda
a
like-
legendary beast. Legendary beast.
If it wasn't for like the pandemic, I figured the like premiere of Shang-Chi would be something similar to like Black Panther. I mean, it kind of was, but I expected kind of more, because like I wanted like the Asian community have, well, they did kind of have their thing, but I wanted it to be like a huge spectacle. Oh shoot, there was something behind there. I had to go back.
Way too close.
They say that Fin Fang Foom uses the planet's treacherous surface to test would-be adversaries.
Oh, it's Lady Hellbender legends all over again.
Well played, Kakaranthara.
Oh, well,
Careful! That's deadly gas.
How do you know?
Hello? She's an assassin? So here's an idea. Why don't we lure Foom into one of these gas cages? Knock him out.
Cowardly. I want full credit. Drax, fine, Drax. We're not killing Fin Fang Foom. We're catching him to give the Lady Hellbender so she forgives us and hopefully helps us fight the church.
Wait. Rocket, are you neck deep in water?
We're about to stare down a legendary dragon with the fate of the entire galaxy. I ain't gonna hold us up.
Wow. I'm impressed. You really conquered your fear.
Yeah, well, it ain't about me.
Well, I kind of got all what I need so far as like components at the table. Everything else seems just like an afterthought.
Get up, Drax.
I shall enjoy this.
Because if you remember the trailer for Shang-Chi, you saw that little brief moment of a dragon. You kind of expected like, oh, they're doing Fin Fang Foom, because in the comics, you know, if you're doing the Magellan rings, it was, you know, them who, because Fin Fang Foom is not like just a dragon, he's like a alien dragon, and his race created the Magellan rings. And it's like you thought you get to see, well, especially that. I was disappointed in the fact that, like, okay, if you're doing like if you're doing like dragons in general, and you're doing the Mandarin properly this time, it behooves you to like make, well, maybe they can try to do something where it's like the Dragon Shang-Chi fight was related to Fin Fang Foom. They can still do it, but it's like, come on. I just, you know, still don't understand. I need to look it up, because like, how do dragons, alien or not, make rings?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further team building.
Honestly, after everything we've been through, there's no one I'd rather be doing this with. I flarkin' love you guys.
Gross.
Some things are better left.
This is crumbling all around us.
Oh my god, didn't I expect that? My god.
Thanks, Groot. Loving the initiative. Nice! Who won't know what hit him?
Will be more resilient than a boulder, Peter Quill.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further team building.
Honestly, after everything we've been through, there's no one I'd rather be doing this with. I flarkin' love you guys.
Gross.
Some things are better left unsaid, Peter.
Yeah, way to ruin it. This place is crumbling all around us.
Jesus. It caught me so off guard.
Galmak, Galmak, Solta, Flanderga. This is nothing compared to the legendary teeth and claws of Fin Fang Foom.
You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't live up to all the hype.
Assuming we live that long.
Peter, look! There's smoke ahead.
Think it's Foom?
More likely it's people.
Great. Maybe they'll know where he is.
Or they'll attack us on sight. I could probably infiltrate the camp, look for weak links, make an example of the right person, bleed them out in front of their crew. The shock of it will cause confusion or maybe even surrender. Then we carve through the rest.
Jesus.
Hey, is everything okay? We didn't really talk after your,
The killing my sister thing?
Yeah, and other tangential topics.
I'm fine. Ish.
Okay.
Peter, there's a good chance Nikki's already lost.
No, I don't accept that.
And if she is, I know I'll be the one expected to make the hard call.
She's my daughter.
But I'm the killer. We both know that.
It's not gonna come to that.
And if it does? If it's a choice between her and literally everything else, Peter, you'd do anything for someone you care about. And we both know that
We both know that you would as well. Which is why you're exactly who I need to bring my girl home. Alive.
I hope you're right.
Like the way she just, I want to say Gamora go up against like the Predator or Drax, because it would probably give like the Predator a run for his money.
Boom! It's boom!
Yes!
Or
Keep going.
you fucking rock! Fast! Yeah, Ominous is right.
Don't freak me out like that, Rocket.
Eldador Morgath.
Here goes!
I don't like this.
Exhilarating!
Oh, man! Kinda amazing! Also really terrifying. Hello? We're looking for Fin Fang Foom. You seen him? Big wings, nasty teeth.
Purple shorts?
What do you mean, purple shorts?
What, I heard he wears purple shorts.
Ancient legends do tell of such a thing.
See?
That's Hulk.
That's gonna hit us!
There ain't no way through.
Follow me!
Into a wall!
Trust me!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Let's see those things in action.
I'm on it.
Lava launcher. I expect like a flamethrower.
And that one.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, my friends.
We just almost got crushed by a giant meteor.
Indeed.
I am so jealous right now, Quill.
You should be.
At least it ain't quite as cold in this cave.
You're the one with fur. Groot's practically naked.
Groot don't get cold, but he's a big baby in the heat. I'm Groot. Hey, we're all flammable. What?
Ugh.
Does it burn?
I can't jump. It's like this magic mud stuff I used to make as a kid.
There is nothing magical about mud.
You haven't been to the spa in Contraxia.
I have not.
You don't really strike me as the spa type.
Like I said, magical.
I swear, Quill, you get all the fun toys.
What? What about that weird gun you have that turns people inside out?
Oh yeah, the zipper. Man, I gotta fix that thing. How do we get across this gunk?
Perhaps we can leap to the ledge above.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Oh, of course not. Steady breathing is essential to an effective leap.
If we can find something to stand on, maybe we can walk across.
Step aside, mortals, and allow the Meltonator to do his mighty work.
That's a terrible name.
Huh? Got a better one?
Petey Hot Guns.
No!
Captain Fireball.
It's not even a fireball. It's more like a heat glob.
Captain Heat Glove.
Nope, no.
Good thing that rock tried to murder us, or we'd have never got Quill's sweet new power. Maybe we should almost kill you more often.
That's not how it works. It's when people I care about are in danger, and then I get this feeling.
Oh, I get it. It's like faith energy.
No, it's not like...
Relax. I believe you.
Can you give me another ride, Groot? I am Groot. That's good. I am Groot.
Please let it be good. Okay. This is cool. Okay. The full-blown suit. Warlord. When things were going south in the war and we had to dig into the trenches, I needed something more military that would protect the old noggin from fields of Shatari laser fire. Old Reliable here can take a serious hit, but it heats up fast inside there. I wonder if Rocket could reinstall an air conditioner. It's just plain fact that bad guys always have the better costumes. Not that I ever let the Guardians go that route, but we would look like if we did. But what it would look like if we did? Freaking cool, no doubt. I guess we could always be one of those dark brooding teams. Maybe I'll run it past the rest of the gang. Age of Apocalypse variant. I know it's not that much of a difference, but God, it's like a I don't know. Once I see the full get up, I mean I like the helmet though.
How did you know your guns would work back there?
They've saved us 3 times already.
I mean, how did you know they'd melt that ice wall?
Oh, I didn't.
What the flark?
The Wendigo.
Hey, maybe he's trying to communicate.
Please don't.
Star-Lord! See? Star-Lord! Is it just me, or did he sound a little irritated?
No, there was definitely hatred in that voice.
Ha! Always the charmer, Quill.
The Wendigo. The Wendigo is usually
Don't check
a
them out.
villain.
It burns.
Groot says they've got corrosive spores. Maybe don't get too close.
The Wendigo is usually a enemy the Hulk and Wolverine usually fight. But that's on Earth.
Keep your eyes
Don't
peeled.
know if he was ever
Smell
like an
ambush.
alien.
Your senses must be finely tuned. I smell nothing. But we are clearly still being stalked by the snow beasts.
They ain't exactly subtle. Wendigo!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, be careful.
I imagined Foon would sense our arrival and rush to face us. I am disappointed.
Maybe he's hiding from us.
Unlikely.
We did kick the crap out of that ugly dweller thing.
And spanked.
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
I'd say communication has failed.
Another, up there.
Because we against fire.
They're fast for something so big.
Not fast enough! They ain't that smart if they're fighting us. Put 'em through!
How it's done.
Fight forms the blood.
Added bonus of having these bombs.
Incoming attack. Throw that, Drax.
Miss. You kidding me?
Don't expect us to say much more than Wendigo!
Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
Next time we hunt monsters on a tropical paradise. They remind me of the abominable snowman.
They are indeed abominable.
What's next, Peter?
Watch your butts.
Lob it at him, big guy.
Now is our opportunity.
Why can't we ever just meet a nice local?
What can I say, Quill? You bring it out in people.
There's too many.
The enemy proves persistent. A good fight warms the blood.
Or you can try a sweater.
Find another snack, buddy.
I think they just want to play. You know, to death.
They're fast for something so big.
You can't borrow my jet boots.
Don't expect us to say much more than Wendigo!
They remind me of the
Cut to
abominable
pieces.
snowman.
They're about to be snow corpses.
Been too long since I blew something up.
Sip it.
I am trying to destroy.
Why can't we ever just meet a nice local?
What can I say, Quill? You bring it out in people.
Gotcha. Sure you can.
Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo. See?
Sounds like we haven't seen the last of them.
Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold a grudge.
Hey, they started it.
So much for not holding a grudge.
What do you think, Will? They still just trying to communicate!
Heads up!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like a dinner plate.
Well, let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
Yo!
It's a breathing room, Groot!
Eat plasma, you freak! Their appearance is grotesque!
Bombs away, Rocket! I can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
We are on their turf.
That was like something out of a horror movie!
That thing was freaking nasty!
Peter!
Rocket! Go wild!
This is a bad tactical position.
I have seen you play breathing room stars! You can admire him later! Swag out!
Crush him, Drax! My butt still hurts from that slide!
Surprised you're not used to it by now.
Gotcha.
Can we kill any faster? It's black and cold.
Understood! I shall kill with haste!
I can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
Wendigo! What's next, Peter?
Crush
Cut
it,
to the
Drax!
chase.
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's that Jaguar who was hucking rocks at us! Let us return the favor!
No wonder Wolverine and Hulk battle these things. These things are huge.
Let loose, Rocket!
Can we kill any faster? It's black and cold.
How back the best!
This has got my name on it.
Chop them up!
Yes! Bring me more!
Don't wear yourself out before the main event, big guy! You got this one!
To the bow! This is a bad tactical position.
Is there a good one when it comes to these things? You can admire him later! Walk up! I got all these toys I'm just dying to use! This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area! Yeah, you'd think we just turned on a thumper!
Gotcha.
We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
All right, Groot, give me a boost. About yay high.
Yea is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
drop something down for you guys.
Say, Fin Fang Foom is a foe unlike any one could imagine.
Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them. They're dead.
Here, give me a hand.
I'm so curious to know what Fin Fang Foom looks like in this interpretation.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some cigar and spirits.
Ooh, maybe it's a barbecue.
What's barbecue?
What? You guys have never had barbecue? Charbroiled burgers, grilled steaks, baby back ribs?
Why would you consume the ribs of an infant?
Told you Terrans were barbaric.
No, it's not. Trust me. You guys have got to try it.
Yeah, I'll pass on the eating babies thing too.
Whatever it is, it's.
You just said it wasn't really babies.
Smells of bodies.
Jeez. Is all this foom?
Undoubtedly.
You need to take them to Earth so they can try it. It's basically just pork from an animal. Don't know why we call it baby back though.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a
I don't know. Oh my god! I was like, now I want some barbecue.
She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure, digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. Still got some things to pack up.
Where you gonna go? I know it's almost Thanksgiving, but dang, I want some barbecue
Sorry about
now.
it, men.
You gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Another one behind there. It's not like I don't eat pork, but I try to eat very less of it. And like on rare occasions, I definitely want some during when somebody's barbecuing, you know?
Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh? You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down.
I usually go for the barbecue hamburgers though. That's my go-to. What about you, Sonny? Like what's your favorite barbecue type of meal? A workbench.
Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. Ding, ding, done.
Yep.
Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot.
Boom, claw marks.
Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use, to herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
It shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people, let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally, in the case of this place.
Still waiting on Groot's ultimate.
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Come on! If you said it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let us meet our deaths to be mused!
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
Come on, be like Mantis.
Think about how we're gonna get back up, or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Nonsense.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, I love it.
Shoot the dang thing.
We've still got to patch up the Milano.
She'll be all right. I quill-proofed the underbelly after Seknar. He's got a knack for wrecking stuff.
Don't we all?
Except maybe Groot.
I knew something was up here.
I just think we're a bunch of psychopaths.
He sees us as fertile soil he's cultivating into something beautiful. Oh, you did too, you big cheese ball.
Tathian monk. Yes, the robes of a Tathian monk. They are rare pacifists who seek to clear their minds and avoid all violence. I own one because they are incredibly soft against my naked skin after a shower. Peter Quill acquired counterfeit Nova Corps uniforms for a security job. We were to pretend the World Mind has sent us in order to obtain a larger cash reward. Our clients realized the deception and promptly fired us. I do not know why we kept the costumes. Like the monk robes.
I'm getting too old for this.
Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead, there's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fin Fang Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Peter Quill, go!
Fin Fang Boom! It's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Boom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you.
You scaly, overgrown gordle-splode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! Yeah! It actually does!
Yeah.
Just through here.
Is that a giant cube in the sky?
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
Don't know how he's supposed to deal with that. We need that Hank Pym technology. Bing bang boom.
How are we supposed to capture that?
By beating him into submission.
We're gonna have to get through that ice armor first!
Prepare yourself. You face Captain Heatball. Now it's our turn to strike.
He's one of a kind! Not so invincible after all! Yeah, bust up the other pieces! Let's strip this guy bare! Well, don't get hurt, then!
Incoming fire! Literally!
We earned our place in the top.
I think Drax is having fun!
That's two!
For the pain of ice, Peter Quill.
See? Vein of Ice isn't such a bad nickname!
Eyes on the sky!
He means to crush us.
Look! He's stuck!
We should have just carpet bombed him with the Milano!
Where would be the fighting
Boom,
back,
baby! How you like us now?
His opinion does not appear to have improved.
Going to go! I don't think he's gonna come quietly!
And make all the noise he likes.
Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot now, are you, Boom? Or I guess not so cold!
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! Run! That was too close!
Good thinking. Muscles! Get Groot ahead! He thinks you two can refund that rock right into Boom's face!
Peter Quill, cover our attack.
Nice! Right in his ugly mug!
Now's our chance to do some real damage!
Blow him away, Rocket! Is he talking to us or Boom? Hellbender!
It's better! We need a favor!
He's taking a swing!
Quick! While he's stuck in the ice!
Ready! Oh, come on! More fire!
Last time someone got stabbed!
Feel free to give up, Boom!
Yeah, play nice and we'll go easy on you. The ice isn't dragging you, big baby.
Well, everything!
Great advice, Gamora. Just don't get your braces burned.
Hope this makes you square with you and the world to use her help! I don't know her presence! Come, Tree! Let's prepare this plan of yours! I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
Believe it and do it. Been too long since I've blew something up.
Now our chance to do some real damage!
Make him hurt, Gamora! Feel free to give up, Boom!
Yeah, play nice and we'll go easy on you.
Is he talking to us or Boom?
He's belching fire. Don't get burned.
I care not to burn! Take heed! The beast attacks!
What's wrong, Boom? Ice got in your claw?
Shoot, can't believe that hurt me.
Let's hurry this up. I'm getting cold.
You weren't cold already? I'm ready! Find me an opening!
My great strength was underutilized!
Ha! Look at him struggle.
Hope this makes you square with Hellbender! Flash does not get!
We seem to be making it better! That's progress! What's up, man? Well, everything!
Tragic! Our victory is at hand!
Come on.
Come on. More fire.
Honey.
Look out below.
Time to grow, Groot!
Hey, Quill. Want to see some fireworks? Keep him off Groot and muscles.
Is he talking to us or Boom? He means to crush us! Feel free to give up, Boom!
You'll love Lady Hellbender! Promise!
Up you get, big guy!
What's wrong, Boom? Ice got in your claw?
Suppose we had fire
are not fighting hard enough, Rocket!
Come on, Groot! You'll right, Technarch 9!
Right wings defend like single This way, trains down!
He's belching fire!
Feel free to give up, Groot!
Most desperate!
Yeah, and pissed!
Lay on the hurt! It's all you, Gamora!
This won't hurt! Watch out for his... well, everything!
Beast grows frantic! Our victory is at hand!
Just don't get your branches burned! One more time! Let's knock him out cold!
He's gonna make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when at its most desperate! We must not fail!
Gotta fight fire with fire!
Let her loose!
Gotcha.
Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen.
That was fun, but wasn't easy.
Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No, Lady Hellbender! Jack, stop! Guys! Wait, guys, don't! Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath. Floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. Promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your... baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarandara! Ah!
This isn't you.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Normally, Fin Fang Foom is like an intelligent alien, you know, who can speak. It's not just like a normal animal.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
I think we found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We're on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
A little bit of pee.
Mantis! I've got
It's a lot of
so
pee
many
talk in the game.
questions.
I know, and I've got so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maclu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Woo, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you're able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? She have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
She better not have said anything about me reaching my big size.
No. You only turn into Big Fuzzy in 1 or 2 fringe realities.
What?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe, though. She said you did a job on her throne room.
Only if she pays for it.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier?
The Grand Humidity!
I am so lost.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but...
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
What do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct. Just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see. Let's see what we can make with the parts you've got.
Man, I just need like 40 more things to get the super quill punch. It's the only thing I didn't really care about. I want to
drink right now.
just need a complete. Mantis is ridiculous.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired. But this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get out of hyperspace. What if we get ambushed?
That's what guns are for.
Guns.
I think I preferred when you two didn't get along.
Mantis is ridiculously hot.
Those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there, no matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.
Together. Okay. Gift of the Flore. Groot revives all down Guardians and their abilities cooldown reset. If this ability is available when Star-Lord is incapacitated, Groot will automatically revive him. Nice.
Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks I'm bleats. It translates weird.
Alright, not stopping again. Did I forget something?
You do in most realities.
I want to see like if Mantis how Mantis would do against Devora from Mortal Kombat.
Here goes nothing. No, scratch that. Here go the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna barf.
Probably should have just saved and
we're back.
into the fire. This is probably the last chapter.
Is it just me or that fleet looks twice as big now?
Wrong. It's at least thrice as big.
That's the biggest I've ever seen it.
That's what she said.
What now?
Kill the lights, kill the engines, and wait for Lady Hellbender to show up.
We're sure she's coming, right?
She is a woman of honor, a queen. She promised to gather her forces.
And how long is that gonna take?
Too long.
No. We can't be too late. We gotta save the galaxy and Nikki. One way or another, we need to get in there and shut down that ritual.
We can't take on a fleet that big.
Little Fuzzy!
Rocky, what are you doing, man?
We need to get into Sacrosanct to disrupt the ritual, right? We all know we get killed out here. So, I'm gonna make a really loud distraction.
My tunes!
Yeah, I rigged it to blast your scuddy music across all channels. While the church is out looking for the source...
We cut the engines and we flow silently right past them to board the Sacrosanct. Smart.
Seriously? Fine. But we're getting it back as soon as we win. Now get back in here! Alright, let's find a place to park.
Look at those boys. Your deception is working.
Don't sound so surprised.
We are so gonna get my music back once this is all done.
Sorry, Quill. Chances are they're gonna blast it to pieces once they pin it down.
Let's make sure this sacrifice counts.
Can we not call it that?
You can always go back to Earth and recollect it. Well, at least recollect the songs. Don't know about the box itself. I'm pretty sure that has sentimental values.
Why are we whispering anyways? I know they're out there, but they can't hear us through the ship's hull.
And you're still whispering?
Because I don't want to be the one to flark it up if they can hear through it. But they can't.
Certainly if they could hear you.
What?
Morgoth's breath.
Whoa!
Yes! Lady Hellbender has arrived!
Guardians of the Galaxy, stop hiding! The monster lords of Seknarf 9 hunger for battle.
We're not hiding,
We are sneaking.
because we need to get into Sacrosanct alive.
How's she breathing out in space?
Then we will slaughter as many as we can out here while you fight your way in. Eat, my children! Crack open their shells and feast upon the sweet meats inside!
This is so metal. All right, right, people, let's take advantage of a nice lady's murdering spree. We're busting into Sacrosanct.
That landing base are way in. There's still a lot of pain
Oh,
here and
shit.
there.
Maybe we can blow past them.
You gotta be kidding me.
All right, people, let's take advantage of a nice lady's murdering spree. We're busting into Sacrosanct.
That landing base are way in, but there's still a lot of pain between here and there.
Maybe we can blow past them.
Risky. Boom! Ah.
Just hold on, buddy. We're almost there.
That one's toast. Taking fire.
Try not to get shot, Quill.
Flying, this sucks.
Gotta say, Hellbender's army is pretty impressive!
And this is just the space contingent. Wait till she gets a warpost inside one of them ships. Groot says it's maybe better not to get caught up shooting.
Crap, that's a lot of turrets. Damage report.
Stop getting hit and there won't be no damage.
Useful, thanks. Spaceships, monsters, fate of the entire galaxy at stake.
If it makes you feel better, Star Guy, you made it a lot farther in.
Whoa. New costumes.
Mantis, you sure you can fly her?
Yes! Sometimes.
Hang on, maybe you should.
To arms! The enemy approaches!
Rocket, any sign of Warlock?
Yeah, my tracker's showing gold, but in the central rocket base. We gotta get out of this hangar.
Tell them that!
Hit it!
I'm sure they know exactly why we're here. You heard them. Let's hit them until they pop in front.
These faith crates are unstable!
Should use that to our advantage!
Whoa! Watch the language!
Drop it on them!
This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
Rush them,
I
Drax!
like your enthusiasm, Drax!
Groot, snag them!
Bob lady better not take our ship.
The insect witch seems comfortable enough with the birds!
These guys really need to work on their hospitality.
In some cultures, this is considered hospitality!
I scrambled more than his brain with that one.
Some damn weirdos deserve it.
What's next, Peter?
Need some breathing room, Groot. Bust out the smart bomb!
Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle!
How was she staying inside Boom without a saddle?
Making short work of these cultist creeps.
Having fun preying on the weak?
So many crackpots to blast.
Next I finish off more than you.
That was the main course! But here comes dessert!
Let us yield final blow! This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
Unless they get the flark out of here.
How close are we?
Not close. Which is why we need to keep moving.
Damn! They called in the triple lead.
At least they brought the elevator for us.
Buy some time, Groot. These guys really need to work on their hospitality.
In some cultures, this This is considered hospitality. Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle.
How was she staying astride Groot without a saddle?
What the? Coach is choosing his team members.
Then put him in a body bag!
Your magic will not save them, wizard.
What's the opposite of heal? Let's do that to him.
Grease is channeling power into that one!
The flying one empowers them with faith. Rip them up, Max!
Old Bandit really knows how to fly our ship!
My shit. Wait a second. Did you say our?
How many times have I saved your butt now?
What would I do without you, Rocket?
The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat.
What's this, Peter?
Power magic! The sorcerer healing hammer!
All the more reason to kill him first!
Right! That floating freak's mixing up the rest!
I can barely cut into his armor! I'm good!
Brace
Let's get back
yourself! What
to
is
it!
next,
That's
Peter?
right here.
The trick is to defeat them
with a big
before they
solution. Nice, Rex. Hardhead tapping up his buddies.
We must eliminate their medicinal conduit.
Boss lady better not take our ship!
The insect witch seems comfortable enough with the controls.
Last time someone got stabbed! Ugh! Get off me!
Our blows seem insignificant.
Whoa! What's the language?
Finally.
Landing for that guy.
He is also dead.
Listen to Groot! Get in here!
Well, maybe I can just finish off the game right here and now.
As powerful as the warlock.
I'd start with a gag.
How can we be certain they have not found a way to convert the warlock?
It would explain why they took him prisoner instead of just killing him.
And there's a lot of faith Scott beaming into this place.
He almost kicked our butts when he was all sad and mopey.
Warlock hates Magus. He already evicted the thing once.
Maybe they made up. You booted me and Groot, but here we are.
I did not. You left.
My point stands.
No. If Magus had turned Warlock, he would have been here to greet us.
Baby! Mantis, no spinning! Why is she spinning?
Don't worry about my flying. Just worry about your shooting. You'll meet new people soon.
Already here, Mantis!
Ah! Say hi for me.
The celestial Madonna sends her greetings. Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside.
Probably destroyed half the Armada by now, Drax! Using only her bear! I kinda wanna know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time!
Maybe there's a giant closet on the ship somewhere!
These people fight without fear. They have fully embraced the promise.
And there's millions more where they came from.
Let's hope Mantis and Lady Hellbender keep most of them busy outside.
Hey!
Door's flarked.
Scott. We need to go that way. See if you can overload it.
Are they still mad at us? Okay, sorry we left such a mess last time we were here.
I went to the... Wasn't close
Imagine the
enough.
havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside.
Yeah, well, the five of us are doing some pretty good havoc wreaking in here.
somewhere! At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
I believe the insect was quite capable as a pilot.
I guess it was a pretty controlled roll. For the fun lady, I mean. We win! We get first dibs on all the salvage, right?
We win! We're taking a vacation! We made another mess!
Groot's right! They started it!
It's a big cult! They've gotta have janitors!
You know what a janitor is, but you don't know what a barbecue
I swear
is?
I will never set foot in a church after this.
Come on, you ain't never been in a church.
Yes, I have. This one. Twice.
Oh, good. Here comes the cleaning crew.
The spill is back that way, boys!
Do not believe these people are janitors.
Pump it at him, big guy!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside.
Probably destroyed half the Armada by now, Drax! Using only her
Send it
bare
their way,
hands.
Drax! At least Mantis hasn't crashed the Milano.
Not yet! I guess it was a pretty controlled roll. For the fun lady, I mean.
I kinda wanna know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time!
Right? Is there an official church tailor?
Come on! Think they'll tell us where Warlock is?
Don't think they're up for much of a chat!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside.
Who's probably crushed half the Armada by now?
3 lessons over here! Silence is chanting!
You said it, bud. They are gonna throw everything they got at us.
And we will dodge it.
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
Star Guy, what does the angry orange light on your controls mean?
Which one?
The one under the tape. Oh, now it's yellow. Now orange again. Ooh, yellow.
Just ignore it, Mantis.
Put tape over my warning lights?
You're distracting.
You just lost your tape privileges.
It's my tape.
Is this really the most efficient path?
Not even close.
Let me guess. This is the only one where we have a chance to survive?
What? You can see the timelines too?
Is this really the safest route?
Lord, no! But safe ain't my top priority right now! Well, I bet you could pull up the rest of them floor panels! Only I feel like I'm back on Seknar!
At least it's not raining!
Don't jinx it! See? Told ya!
They're thinking!
Still getting thorough.
Did you guys get the radioactive plasma purge or the wind thing this time?
The wind thing!
Oh, good.
Shoot. Don't know why it's not doing it.
Did they turn this on just to hold us back?
Bastard stack baskets!
You mean it blows?
This feels like the wrath of Lady Hellbender! No! It's huge larking turbines! Her legends will say otherwise!
This wind shall not break our determination!
Oh, darn it.
Sure is trying!
Defiant, furry one!
Just plant those feet in the ground, buddy! You can do this!
My goodness.
Go get him, guys!
Scott!
Great. Now what? Where is he?
Ah, got him. Golden Boy's this way. Come on. Yes, we're going out into space. We got no other options. And I got a theory. Yup, artificial gravity. Figured a ship this big would need it for repairs and stuff.
This is so cool!
Hang on.
Okay, go, go, go.
That's like Doctor Strange.
Nothing to it. Yep, signal's coming from somewhere inside that giant freaking rock. Yeah, that scrap heap's taking pot shots at our monsters.
Enemies ahead, Peter Quill.
Okay, we got this.
Come, test your metal.
Throw that, Drax!
How are we holding up? We're good, but my trigger finger has gone numb from all the murder and...
None of that sniper crap.
We are still a great distance from the church's altar.
We're still tracking Warlock, don't worry!
Shield!
Yup! If you snuff him out, the rest is cake!
Try to move now!
The space battle is frenzied.
Hellbender's got it under control.
Shields down!
Think what can find.
Be careful! They could try to bust us in!
Man, the entire galaxy showed up.
Did not even see that.
That is certainly an exaggeration.
Drax, toss it!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying to use!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these flames. We are still a great distance from the church's altar.
Might find a shortcut soon!
Over this way.
Right with you, big guy!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
I will not be bested so easily.
I'll be your wingman anytime.
Oh man, look at them turrets!
Any way to take control of them.
Caution!
Be careful! They can try to box us in!
I'm keeping an eye on the walls! Hit them!
You don't stand a chance!
The space battle is frenzy!
Kinda wish we were in the thick of it.
There you go.
Big gun is finally down!
What the scut in the... That's what you get, squat hoppers!
Rocket! Do you just make up those words or do they mean something?
Rocket, can you pop the lock on that door?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work.
Panel's flarked. But I got a better idea. Hang on.
Out of the way! It's rocket time! And that's how it's done!
Excellent work, little fuzzy.
You don't get to call me that.
Heads up!
Little fuzzy.
Incoming attack!
Fix that cuckoo Nova Corman's claw!
Right back at you, muscle!
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
All right, let's keep moving. Thanks, Groot. Whoa! Monster down!
Holy Scott!
Guess that one's off to Monster Valhalla.
It was a noble death.
Mantis, how's it going up there?
So many dead. It's always hard to watch. These beasts are very brave.
Hold on, okay? We're making good progress.
You are very brave too.
We have roughly half of the galaxy's population.
It's gonna be one heck of a mess to sort out after.
I am happy to be here fighting alongside all of you.
Nowhere I'd rather be!
What? He wants to know who will plant all these bodies with no dirt out here. I don't get what he's...
He knows we bury our dead.
Oh.
All right, let's figure out a way to get through here. We're in a rush, apparently.
Try your blasters, Peter.
Let's keep pushing forward.
Peter Quill, I fear I will not be able to harm your child if she is lost.
Of course you wouldn't let him, you big lug, but what if she don't give us a choice?
I'll take care of it.
Even if it means...
I'll take care of it.
Sorry, people, but I gotta...
This is a legendary moment. Rhapsodus will sing of this generations from now.
Thanks, bud.
Mantis, Groot wants to know if we're winning so far.
Any bets on what's down there?
No.
Better than being exposed up here.
Whoop! Guys, it's not too late to surrender.
We will not surrender. Blast them down.
You drop your blasters and we call it even, okay?
The sorcerer heals his ilk!
All the more reason to kill him first! Flyer's killing the others!
What are you waiting for? Shoot him in the face!
The hovering shaman is blessing his body!
Watch it! He's healing his buddies!
Well, that's the... Do your thing, Gamora!
Feel this? Watch out! He's healing up his friends!
Floating one restores his companions!
Put a target on him! Big one's wide open! Shoot the girl! Probably he's fixing up his crew!
He can't do that without a head!
Get on the flyer! He's healing
sorcerer protects the rest!
All the more
Too
reason
long
to
since
kill
I
him
blew
first.
something up.
Take her down.
The elite wants mending his allies.
Well, that's not fair.
Who knew whooping cultists could be this much fun?
Death has come!
Lob it at him, big guy.
Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them!
Chrome Dome's gotta go before we're overrun.
Lock and load, Rocket! What is this place?
Yet another field of glorious conflict! Or perhaps a repair bay of glorious
There we go.
conflict!
Look, they surrendered.
We made a compelling argument.
And we beat them mercilessly.
Half expecting a monster to come crashing through the wall.
That would be very, very bad. Maybe we should keep moving?
I would like to leave this enclosure. I cannot see the battle.
You mean you might miss a peek at Lady Hellbender?
And Fin Fang Foom.
Do you think Foom holds a grudge?
We bested him in his own lair. He will forever recognize us as his superiors.
Yeah, well, he's Lady Hellbender's pet now, and she does hold a grudge.
That is true.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
These things are built like freaking Terminators!
No, we will be their Terminators.
Wrap them up, bud!
I was hoping the monsters would smash the ships away from Sacrosanct!
They're just doing what monsters do. They ain't about precision.
Feels like I've been shooting that big bug for hours!
We need to focus on taking it down!
Toss him around!
Feel my wrath!
Watch out! Still on fire!
Trust me, staying as far away from those grabby freaks as I can.
Going to have some long-term trust issues with robots after this!
Hey, don't forget, I'm part robot. We're barely scratching the big thing's pace.
Put down.
It was!
Glad it's down.
Ugh,
But
they
you're still a
suck
dork.
even when they're on fire.
Yeah? Well, I like watching them burn.
When I finish this up, I'll probably go ahead and take myself like well, it's gonna be like very little walkthroughs for me to deal with,
Church is here.
so I can
I've
concentrate
gotta
on
give you
other
credit,
stuff
Peter.
to get out.
Really?
Your crazy plan is actually working. I never expected Lady Hellbender to show up here.
I wasn't sure we were ever gonna find Foom.
Nah, we did that. Not just me.
You're the one who brought us all together.
And kept us together.
Against our better judgment?
That's because you guys... Okay. Rocket, tell me we're almost through this.
We're further than we were the last time you asked.
Mark!
Don't blame me. I'm just the guy with the tracker.
Perhaps we can help Lady Hellbender from here.
Get the poop! No! She's buying us time! Let's not waste it!
Is this a dead end?
If there is no passage, we will make one! Take heed!
Control the walkway! Split them up!
You heard the lady. Let's get tactical!
These renegades are relentless!
Way to knock some sense into him! Or watch out, Nova Corps!
If anyone asks, he didn't notice the Nova Corps magic.
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
This has got my name on it! Took out another Nova Corps weirdo!
Must have missed the defense against Gamora class.
Now that's the good stuff. Man, I totally psycho soldier!
Quill's killing Luffy tops now. Music to my ears. Incoming!
There we go.
I believe this is yours, Star-Lord.
Got it. Look at this awesome shot.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. That was just so...
Metal?
Yeah.
If I would have screwed that up, they'll probably be looking kind of dopey then.
Glad you got your music back, Quill.
You were the one who chucked it into space.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? No harm done.
Psychological harm was done. Gotta get through this. Did you cut
I
it,
got
Gamora?
this. Freshly sharpened.
Back into a hole. Great!
Like holes.
Giant robot.
Phrasing.
I hate these things. Not even sure it is totally robot.
What does that mean?
Running on faith energy, right? That comes from people.
Crush him, Drax!
Hang in there, bud! Quill, do something!
Oh! I hope that felt as bad as it looked! Heads up!
Send it their way, Drax!
My knuckles failed to crack this metallic paraffin!
Let's all take a crack at hurting this thing!
My lady Hellbender returns to the light!
Is now really the time? They're trying to stall us! We need to get back out there!
Hard to stall with
Drax,
100
toss
rounds
it.
in your guts!
I can't do it, Peter!
The enemy proves persistent!
Punch their lights out!
Let's try that again, shall we?
That's why I'm here.
Don't make this a habit!
Ready!
Breathing room, Groot! You're glad we've got a monster queen watching out for us.
Is she not wonderful? Right? Must hold on!
Peter's not getting back up!
Thanks,
Watch your
Groot.
back!
Is it me or are we barely denting this thing?
We need to focus
Throw
on
that,
taking
Drax!
down. I wonder if Mantis can make me some of those arm raisers for close quarter brawls like this!
They appear to complement her unique fighting style! I am trying to destroy!
Punch him up!
Flip another religio nut!
You've been thunderstruck!
No, we still got a ways to go until we reach Warlock!
There we go.
You really think those things have people in them?
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've seen.
They're creepy either way. Come on, we gotta go topside again to reach Warlock.
I don't even have to command them. They'll just do it.
If we survive this, we should invite Lady Hellbender to join the team.
There ain't no room for her on the ship. She's like 3 quills high.
1.5 quills at best.
Her armor alone must weigh 6 quills.
You know what? Let's vote on it.
do we invite Lady Leotard? Nope.
She probably still wants to murder me, so I'm gonna be a no.
In her defense, that describes most people.
That's fair.
Groot's a no, too.
The voters have decided. I have been overruled.
Incoming!
Oh! Now that was unexpected.
Fortune favors us. We were not sucked into the lethal void.
Unless Breaker shuts off the gravity.
Just have to hope he's too busy with the ritual to think of it. Are we sure Warlock's all the way over on the other side?
Yeah, as long as we keep moving forward, we're going the right way.
We have found purpose. We will not die here. If we do, we will see Ultath. The correction. I will see Ultath. The rest of you will see whatever heathen paradises you believe in. I will ask if there is room for you in mine.
Where are you going, Quill?
Just following my gut on something.
Perhaps Lady Hellbender will join us in our final battle against the Magus.
Something tells me she's got her hands full.
They are large hands. Strong hands.
Yeah, I get it.
Now where the flark is he going?
It's called scouting, okay?
It's a shame Lady Hellbender didn't have this kind of army to back us during the Galactic War.
She's building her legacy. We are fortunate to have her now.
Yeah, let's stay on her good side.
Don't have to do that no more, Drax. Ah, crap.
Cosmo, is that you in there?
Da. Spasiba, Guardian of Galaxies, for helping Cosmo shake away promise. He is no longer chasing stick that is snake. And look, Cosmo is bringing nowhere.
Yeah, we noticed.
And family. Say privet, my pops.
It's good to have you back, buddy.
Ha! Cosmo is very much like filthy fleas. You are thinking he is gone until he is biting on your ass.
He's such a good boy.
Nerd, Cosmo is best of boys. Now we give these brain fleas the bites they deserve. Attack!
Celestial head. That came out weird.
I had no idea nowhere could fire death beams. This is sweet.
And that dog has his paw on the nuke button. I'm gonna have to be nicer to him.
Come! Bring us a real challenge! You are boring the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What are you doing, man? We don't want more of them to slow us down.
We should keep moving.
We are moving.
But we should be doing it faster.
Once we get inside that rock, chances are we're gonna have to go toe-to-toe with the Grand Unifier again.
We'll stomp on his toes.
I've only got one of his arms. I'm dying to complete my collection.
Wait, something's off. What's that?
Oh, crap.
We're about to go splat out here!
Not this time, you didn't. Be careful on the slide.
Wait, what? Clark! Groot! Light us up! Groot!
Give him a minute. He just flew through space.
Watch out for debris!
It is a good thing my skin is so resistant.
Hope I don't tear my pants!
Only suckers wear pants!
This better lead somewhere solid!
Darn it! Oh god, I was expecting it sooner.
Groot! Light us up! Groot!
Give him a minute, he just flew through space! Oh, floor!
Keep your beds tucked in!
Which bits?
All of them!
I don't like this!
Exhilarating!
Of course you think it's fun!
Watch out for debris!
It is a good thing my skin is so resistant.
Hope I don't tear my pants!
Only suckers wear pants!
This better lead somewhere solid!
Don't fall off the edge! Don't fall off the edge!
Acknowledge my velocity.
Woo! That happened!
Yes, it did.
Whoa, the tracker signal is way stronger in here. We're getting close.
Something tells me Raker's cronies won't make this easy.
Neither will we.
We're here for Adam Warlock. Just bring him to us and we'll let you go.
They ain't listening.
If we don't stop Magus this time, it's all over!
I guess we'll regret its trespass.
Keep an eye out for ambushes.
Anybody who tries to get sneaky gets a blade to the throat!
Our opponents do not hold back.
Ain't nothing more invigorating than putting down some blasphemer! Right, you scud puke bags! Stomped out weirdos deserve it!
Hellbender could trap us in here! Kill 2 Skarnaks with 1 arrow!
Never! Her honor forfeits it! Fools! Magus wants to consume your souls!
You can't snap him out of it, Drax. Are we sure this is the way to Warlock?
Rocket's tech usually works! Let's trust him!
Cultist walked right into that one.
These deluded souls do not know when to quit! For combatants, Peter Quill, will you attempt to reason with them as well?
It won't work. Just put him down.
We are lucky that Mantis can read the future!
He's the master of right place, right time. Zap! I love playing Zap a Zealot.
Let's keep pushing. The signal's pinging from deeper in the mines.
Now I'm just collecting these out of habit at this point.
Hard to believe this whole church sprung up from a bunch of miners.
Wish they'd stuck to digging!
Do your thing, Drax!
You struggle in vain!
How would we even know that the fulfillment has begun?
I ain't seen nothing but crazy Clarknards charging in to die!
I was just trying to wake him up!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Watch the sidelines! Lots of nooks and crannies,
Ain't nobody
Drax!
getting the drop on me!
Another promise destroyed!
Don't mourn him! Beat him!
No mercy!
Is somebody still digging down here?
I'm betting they use these precious metals for the faith tech. The Grand Unifier's golden pajamas don't come cheap.
Oh, dang, I thought I could make it.
Keep kicking and flailing, Drax! I'm coming!
That's one big, bad, stuck robot!
Breathing room, Groot!
Wake up! You're being
We had a
deceived!
way to take some of this ore with us.
Ain't nobody trading that scud once the church is gone. Too risky.
definitely feel that. Feels like I've been shooting that big butt for hours.
It is as venerable
Don't make me
as
ask
it is
for
large. We must break the enemy crew's persistence.
What's next, Peter?
The robot's gears have stopped turning.
If only I had time to strip it for parts.
I fear we would be lost without the insect woman.
She's the master of right place, right time.
Last time someone got stabbed.
Slash him, Gamora!
I'm on it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit him a lot harder if you want
They're
to.
just jumping him now at this point.
As hard as you can.
My great strength goes underutilized.
Laws of acquirement in open space. If you're attacked unprovoked, you have the right to claim the battle spoils.
We have definitely provoked them.
They provoked us first, lots of times.
Load up, Rocket! Blow him up! Keep an eye out for ambushes.
Cowards! Face us like warriors!
We feel we're barely denting this thing.
You think this Magus thing is immune to bullets?
I will disembowel the vile monstrosity!
You okay?
Ah! This foe will not break so easily!
Came from outer space and died there too.
The robot met its logical demise!
No pictures, please.
No pictures,
Great
please.
idea, bud. If we pull this off, we should come back here and fill up our cargo hold.
Sell the ore on the black market? Payment for a job well done?
Well, we ain't making that jump.
Peter's got this.
He does?
The quill possesses the magical weapons.
Oh, I just had a great idea on how to keep Raker distracted.
Okay, I think we got the drop on these guys.
Blam! You have failed your safety inspection.
They're dead, Drax.
Correct.
You know what to do, Quill.
Nice to meet you. Stay cool, bird boy.
Hard to believe that this all started with a bunch of miners getting sick.
If that hadn't happened, Raker would still be mining rocks.
This old workbench is kind of crusty, but I do some of my best work with crusty tools.
Okay,
All right,
let's
Locker,
wrap
let's prep
up
for
my
the big
perks.
game.
Let's do it smart. This may be the last chance we get. One fine tech upgrade, hot and fresh. Now that that's done, can we get a move on, Jelly Legs?
Okay, I think I'm ready to end this.
You and me both.
What if Raker and his forces are perceived as martyrs?
By who? Any church member has already accepted the promise. You may have a point, though. Cults don't just go away. Thanos still has worshippers.
What the?
Hey, look, they get the Adam Warlock channel all the way out here.
Speaking of Goldilocks, he should be right on the other side of that giant murder bot army.
You've got to be kidding.
They've got it locked down with a faith shield. Think we can unplug it like we did on Nowhere?
It's worth a shot.
Aggression by the Universal Church of Truth.
cannot be tolerated.
Lethal force has been authorized.
Surrender will not be considered.
Holy Scott, they came back.
Of course they did. Give him hell, World Mind!
Guardians of the Galaxy, it is
Imperative that you evacuate this vessel
before we fire upon it.
Hold that thought. Adam Warlock's on this ship.
Incorrect. Adam Warlock perished.
in the Galactic War.
He's here, alive. He is still alive, right?
The Church abducted the Golden God. We intend to free him.
You said it yourself. Adam Warlock is the only one with the potential to stop this.
Very well. We will focus
on reducing support forces.
for now. Act with haste,
Guardians.
We, hit a little bit of a roadblock.
Step forward
And witness the full destructive potential.
of the Nova Force.
Oh, yes, Clark, yeah.
That makes it a whole lot easier.
Holy crap!
World Mind is a powerful magician.
Oh, the king's horses, am I right?
Be kisses, Clark! Ah!
Crush him, Rex!
Temporary ally.
Adjusting destruction thresholds to maximum efficiency.
That is weirdly beautiful!
Come on, suckers! Feels like I've been shooting that big buck for hours! I knew the World Mind would show up!
Sure took them long enough to show!
Come on! Everybody get in here!
There, the Warlock.
Hang on. I'm calling us a ride down to Gold Cheeks. Make sure you grab on good. The drone, not the cheeks.
Grand Unifier.
Everyone down!
Finally come to confront the captive, castigate him for how far he's fallen.
Shut your mouth for once.
Clear shot.
Don't! We can't risk a fight from up here.
You show up on the very eve of our ascension. To what? Take everything from us once again?
Me? Tell me what I ever took.
My faith! And not just mine. You abandoned your flock. The very church you helped me build. You let us believe our God was dead, and with you, any hope of restoring those we lost.
I thought that...
You promised me my son!
I promised only partnership. You sought subjugation. My mistakes were many, but your mania is not among them.
Enough! Enough of this! The true divine vessel awaits. You're nothing but a husk. A faded shadow. But even you will feel the light.
Hear me. Halt this horror. Raker! Guardians, breach my bindings. Even now, Raker readies his restoration ritual. Rocket, can you bust him out?
If I gotta...
Let me guess. Raker's power proved more pernicious than predicted?
There is little point pondering possibilities past, daughter of Thanos. Soon feverous faith will flood Raker's fledgling and feed the fiend within. Not gonna happen. We're gonna shut it down together.
That was a hell of a tongue twister.
Right. Okay, let's go, people. Come! Time dwindles as we dawdle.
I could put him back up there.
Don't tempt me. If Magus finds physical form, its insatiable cravings will consume all of creation. Unless you eat Magus first. A severe simplification.
We must excise the entity gripping the girl.
But how much of Nikki will remain?
If her light lives, it lingers lost, dissolving in a dream discarded.
Meg is camped out in your head for way longer than Nikki, and you seem mostly okay.
Well, end of the world here, remember?
Hurry, go!
Rejoice! You made it just in time for the miracle.
Grand Unifier, I trust you can hold them to bear witness.
Easily. My lady, push through your pain! Fulfill the promise!
Monster!
Mantis. Mantis, where? I will skin you!
Groot, see if you can...
I have to push through this?
Peter! Peter! We can save her! Can you hear me? She needs your... You're almost there. Focus on me, Peter. Focus on my voice. You have to find me.
Dad! Come on, get up! We don't have much time. We need to get everything ready. Mom will be home soon. Come on, get up!
Nikki, what?
Finally! I need your help. Mom will be home for lunch soon and I want everything to be perfect.
Nikki.
For her birthday. That's today. Did you forget again?
Listen to me, okay? None of this is real.
Are you kidding? Dad! You promised you'd help me surprise Mom for her birthday.
No, I didn't.
Yes? You said you'd help fix the holo projector, and the cake still needs candles, and I can't find the present we got her.
Oh, come on, Nikki. Okay, Nick. What if I told you none of this is real?
Obviously not. It's not focused right or something. Can you refocus it?
Yeah, okay. That's still pretty cool.
It turned out so good.
I was sure I messed part of it up.
Speaking of messed up...
Yeah. It's hollow, and the star system around it, and I think I got all the moons.
It's beautiful, Nikki.
So, that just leaves the cake and the present.
None of this seems oddly familiar to you?
Oh no, I ordered it from the bakery planet.
Okay, that part was always weird.
No! I baked it! Just need Mom's present now. I think it's somewhere in my room.
Wonder how great you'll think I am after I destroy this nightmare.
Okay, here we go. Because I know where it is this time.
Nikki and Peter. What am I supposed to do?
Did you find it?
Yes.
Okay, put it with the others. Great! The gift. Put it on the table.
Does anything I say here actually matter?
We got it. On Nowhere. Remember that artist's alley we went to and the painting she really liked? Of Krelar?
Guess that answers my question. Any chance we can talk now?
I don't think so. How does it look?
Looks like you're knee-deep in this promise.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Oh boy.
Peter, open the door.
It's Mom. I'll make sure everything's perfect. You get the door.
Oh, am I ever glad to see you. It is crazy weird in there. Nikki's on a loop. Nothing I say matters. We need to find a way to get through to her.
Peter.
I know. We need a plan.
There's no we.
Okay, I get it. I have a lot of making up to do.
Peter.
If we're gonna do this...
I'm dead, Peter.
Yeah, but... not like dead. Right? I heard your voice. No, you brought me here. I'm seeing you here now.
You're seeing a ghost. Some part of me is inside the Soul Stone, but not in any way that's real.
We can figure it out. Maybe we can find a way...
You need to focus on her now. Help her accept that I'm not coming back.
I wish you would have told me.
Told you what?
About Nikki. You know? You, me, 12 years ago.
Oh, Peter.
I did the math.
Her promise isn't real.
Yeah, I know, but the rest of it is. Right? You and me on Mercury? I remember that night.
So do I. But she isn't your daughter. She's not my daughter.
I don't understand.
She's a war orphan. On the shuttle home, the Kree Council was rounding up anyone who wasn't full-blooded enough. Nikki was this tiny little thing. I couldn't let them kill her.
So I'm not a father.
No. Well, not her father.
Wow. Okay.
That doesn't mean she doesn't need you. She has to let me go.
I tried. She won't listen.
She has to. The birthday, the presents. Whatever it is, it's keeping her attached to some fake version of me, of us. Destroy the illusion and make her listen.
You know I'm not equipped to.
Yes, you are. You have to be.
I know.
That's a twist. I'm not gonna feel good destroying a kid's, you know, birthday setup.
Where's Mom? That was her, right?
She's not coming.
Of course she's coming.
This is gonna
I guess that was
suck.
just Carlos telling us she's running late. Which means I still have time to get the music just right.
Destroy the lie.
She has to come.
Destroy the false promise.
Hey! What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, Nick.
No! I can fix this.
Oh, where's the prompt?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop ruining this! Mom will still come.
It's not real, Nikki. None of this is real.
I hate you! You're not my dad! You're not my...
Yeah, kiddo. I know.
You ruined it. You ruined everything! Mom was gonna come in and... All I want is to see her.
Whatever walks through that door won't be your mom.
You don't know that.
Well, there's a lot I don't know. How to keep my foot out of my mouth. How to not get arrested. How to console a 12-year-old whose very legitimate grief might just destroy the galaxy. But this... the promise, Nick. I know I'll call him when I see one.
This isn't about you.
Ouch. I remember feeling this cavernous...
I don't care how you felt.
Wow, that was brutally honest.
I've seen your promise. I've seen hundreds of thousands of promises. None of them help me.
I know. I know. I just want you to know that I've been through some version of what you're going through.
Yay! I need her back. I don't care if it's not real. I need things to go back to how they were, even if it means making the same stupid game for all stupid eternity. Just the thought that she might come back is better than admitting that she never will, and then it's all my fault. If I hadn't distracted her, if I'd been quicker.
You're not the reason she's gone, Nick. Don't put that on yourself.
Why not? It's true. If I had just...
It's not true. You didn't make that thing. You didn't release it. You're not the reason your mom was where she was. There's a lot of blame to go around, but there is no way you deserve any of it.
It could be her.
I don't hear anything.
Seriously?
Hear what?
The knocking. There's clearly someone at the door.
Or something.
Okay. I know it's not her. Unless I believe it's her. So as long as I believe...
Nikki, no.
Believe with me.
Destroy the illusion and make her listen.
You know I'm not equipped to.
Yes, you are. You have to be.
What happened?
I know.
Did I make the wrong decision?
That was her, right?
She's not coming.
Of course she's coming. I guess that was just Carlos telling us she's running late. Which means I still have time to get the music just right.
Destroy the lie. I'm sorry, Nick.
No! Okay, it's fine. Stop it!
I guess I had to choose the other option.
Stop ruining this! She has to.
It's not real, Nikki. None of this is real.
I hate you! You're not my dad! You're not my.
Yeah, kiddo. I know.
You ruined it. You ruined everything. Mom was gonna come in and. All I want is to see her.
Whatever walks through that door won't be your mom.
You don't know that.
Well, there's a lot I don't know. How to keep my foot out of my mouth. How to not get arrested. How to console a 12-year-old whose very legitimate grief might just destroy the galaxy. But this... the promised Nick. I know a calling when I see one.
This isn't about you.
I know how you must feel. Very hurt and angry.
No, you don't!
Right, like, not exactly how you feel. I just meant that...
I don't care what you meant. I don't want anything to do with you.
Right. Okay.
I need her back. I don't care if it's not real. I need things to go back to how they were, even if it means making the same stupid cake for all stupid eternity. Just the thought that she might come back is better than admitting that she never will. And then it's all my fault. If I hadn't distracted her...
You're not the reason she's gone, Nick. Don't put that on yourself.
Why not? It's true. If I had just...
It's not true. You didn't make that thing. You didn't release it. You're not the reason your mom was where she was. There's a lot of blame to go around, but there is no way you deserve any of it.
It could be her.
Only you can reject a lie, Nick. All I can tell you is me. I don't think it's her. I think it's a very bad thing that wants to eat the entire galaxy. And you know your mom, for all her faults, is not the galaxy-eating type. But it doesn't matter what I think, because it's not my promise. I can't destroy it for you.
So let's just say that the creepy thing at the door is not my mom.
I can do that.
I still don't know how... How does anyone... Am I just supposed to smash cakes all day?
Breaking stuff is pretty cathartic. There's other ways.
What are you doing?
It's a nerd thing my mom taught me. The idea is that you light something to remember someone, to pay tribute. I mean, it's not magic or anything. It doesn't bring anyone back, but you know, it's a gesture. A small thing in the face of a very bad thing. Sometimes that's all we have.
I keep thinking back to the elevator. She was angry at me.
Not that angry. More like, lovingly concerned. Hey, whatever happens, you're not alone, okay?
Thank you. But there is something I do have to do alone.
No, child! You must return!
Stay away from me!
No! Burn in the light, Shadow!
Hey, weirdo!
Boss battle.
Crap.
We ain't getting through that.
We have to, or Golden Boy's toast. Focus on Raker's fan club.
Behold the power of her light!
Branch out, Groot! Lob it at him, big guy!
A perfect opportunity for pain!
Head on a swivel!
Send your head away, Drax! The blockhead's hammering up his buddies!
Let's sever his ties that bind!
Don't make them kill you.
Pulverize him!
He's open! Go to town on him, big guy!
I can't figure out how to hurt this
Routine!
one.
For corruption!
Friend Unifier, please.
There's your chance, Gamora!
And sending out big bad rays of sunshine!
Putting him away first will make things much easier.
So, siphoning must cease!
Time for the big guns!
Magus is unleashed! The galaxy will perish! Can't do much about that right now!
What is next, Peter Quill?
It'll be a slice!
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
We must eliminate their medicinal conduit!
Blocking face, Scott's gotta go!
We've almost destroyed it all, Rocket! Slow him down! Good speech! Blast him!
I'm ready! Just find
You
the
cannot
opening!
pierce! Face your end, Guardians!
of us.
He did not like that! Nice one, Gamora!
Impossible! Rocket! Do your thing! Feel my wrath! Cut him off,
Keep holding on, Warlock. We'll take care of Ringer.
No! Why would keep them running to fire destruction? Chop them all! Pull this off and we'll be famous!
It's always better than famous, Quill!
My fate, you shit! I'll use Rex! I will enjoy this! Down upon you!
Need support!
Guys, huddle up!
One last time.
I don't know how much longer we can keep this up, Peter. They're really making us work out there.
Agreed. This battle has become laborious, even for me.
It ain't that bad, guys. In fact, it's kind of magnificent. The way you cut through those scut plugs, tossing them apart so our guns can light them up.
Who is doing this cutting?
Not us, that's for sure.
Come on. Just keep your eyes open. We need to stay on track and shoot for the stars. Who's with me?
That wasn't supposed to help!
Unique.
Looks like even she's got her limits!
Enough from you!
Fast! Not beast! Fiend! Quill, watch it!
I can't hold up! Be still! Asta cara griham! You cannot pierce my faith!
Must cease!
This has got my name on it.
Enough from you!
Unleash me onto these fools!
Brendan, please.
I will not falter!
Light him up, Rocket! Lob it at him, big guy!
Contain! The corruption!
Impossible!
Chop, chop, Gamora!
Face your end, Guardians! Fate preserve you! My faith protects me!
It lied. It lied.
Misra!
I am Groot!
Like a hot knife.
A momentary setback!
Wipe them out, Rocket! Show them some
Make them kill
muscle!
you.
Make like a tree!
Gotcha. Faithless.
No! No! Please, not when we're so close. Please.
It lied to you. To both of us. Look at it. Really look.
My child. He did it. You brought him back.
Behold before you, your benevolent guardian of the galaxy.
It is done!
Okay, okay, we'll give you this one. Shall we? Our adoring masses await.
Well, I get the feeling like it's gonna be like a Star Wars moment. Everybody gets a medal, except Chewie.
So, we actually won?
Fucking right we did.
We must save the entire galaxy more often.
Count me in! Next time, I promise I won't almost destroy it first.
No more promises from you.
We're in this moment, people. Let's make sure we bask in it. There you are, you old dog.
We have multiple dog report items to discuss.
Case is closed. No need. Guardian of Galaxies. Live up to name.
They had some help.
Oh gosh! Who are all these little guys?
If Guardian are looking for more work, Cosmo always chasing problems.
I think what we need right now is a nice walk.
Where's Cosmo? We didn't just walk past him or no? Oh, there he is. About to say, like, come on.
Well fought, Destroyer, and your delicate friends.
The lady deems me delicate?
And who is this precious little candy in his golden wrapper?
Ew, gross.
Lady Hellbender, we regret the death of so many great beasts, but we honor their sacrifice.
They died protecting their pack. There is honor in that.
Will you return to Seknarf 9?
We must first build a worthy home for Foom, or he will devour every creature on my world.
If he gets loose again, give us a call, and we can discuss rates.
The scale of Fang Fang Foom is amazing. I mean, I wish we had something like that in Shang-Chi. Speaking of which, maybe I can look on Disney Plus and see if it's on there by this point. I doubt it.
As we calculated, the Golden God
proved key to dismantling the
Universal Church of Truth.
A sound summation.
How about a little credit for not letting you make the worst decision of your collective lives?
Twice.
Twice.
Your additional
data analysis. Did adjust.
Certain computational.
Ow. You can just feel the world butt clenching.
Just don't give credit when credit is due. Come on.
I was pretty sure you would.
Whoa.
What, wild beast?
What foul fluid! Foolish, fickle creature!
Behold, one of the other Guardians of the Galaxy.
What did he say?
Yeah, that'll show you to your room. Except we don't got a spare room, you big lug. What? No. Flark, no. Hey, Groot, you give her yours. I got a lot of important scud in mine.
I'm glad it's this ending and not the really sad one.
How many sad endings were there?
Ugh, a lot.
Oh.
Please proceed.
Ah, you go ahead.
No need, I insist.
No, I insist.
Please proceed. This pointless pageant of politeness plagues our progress.
Which is why you should go first.
Very well. I will voyage through the vexing vestibule.
That was fun, man. I enjoyed this game a lot.
So,
hopefully this gets game of the year.
Sky's the limit, I guess.
Clearly it is not.
We could rob a bank.
We are broke.
No, I am not robbing a bank. That's illegal.
And super fun.
You are corrupting the child.
Relax, Drax. It's a suggestion. A potentially really lucrative suggestion. You okay there, Gold Bond?
It is irritating indigestion. Nothing of note.
Okay. Well, there's a bathroom in the back if you need it.
Is he
So, Mantis,
flight sick?
now that the universe is safe again, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I guess I'll go back to Lamentis. Although, I hear Earth is really nice this time of year. Ooh, maybe I'll go check out Contraxia. You can gamble there.
Shouldn't we give Contraxia a bit of time to, you know, unpromise?
Either way, it is no place for a child.
Seriously, man. Oh, you don't look so good.
Where's the first aid kit? I have basic field training.
We do not own a first aid kit.
What are you talking about? We have a first aid kit.
Engine tape doesn't count.
You probably just need some ginger ale.
Don't worry about little old me. I feel simply fabulous.
Come on!
Eternal!
Whoa, whoa!
What is even? Whoa!
Flark?
What?
Magus.
Yeah, this is the one where Golden God Guy is consumed by the bad thing and tries to destroy the galaxy. And probably succeeds.
Why does it feel like bug girls inside my head?
I'm inside all of your heads. This way, Magus can overhear your super amazing plan.
Which is?
Oh, no. It's better if it comes from you.
Him. Me. Destiny makes three.
And we're all gonna die.
My final form. The new norm.
Stone. When that thing attacked my mom and me, it was terrified of the stone.
Yes, I too have sensed its fear of the stone.
Oh, yes! The ancient stone! One of the six! It's the only thing strong enough to contain the all-powerful soul of Magus!
Okay, so we just gotta get him closer and then throw a magic rock at him?
Exactly!
Tiny, whiny, vexing specks. Woohoo! What are you all up to?
Mantis, how do we lure in the big bad?
It's time to kneel before the new
By
idea.
doing what you do best, Guardians.
Nah, not being friendly. I think she means aggravating.
If anyone can piss off a god.
It is us.
Do it! Kneel and revere your god. For who better to oversee?
Bravo! Bravo!
You're applauding him.
I'm clapping ironically.
Does he know it's ironic?
Yes! Applaud your god.
Nope.
You grant nothing but lies and false promises.
And you're the worst!
Then why are you clapping?
We're mocking you, idiot!
What? I said kneel!
Oh, Flark! You kidding me?
Stand back! I got this!
Nikki, no! Get out of there!
Trust me!
Yes, this is right! This is the way! Everyone to Nikki! Now!
You heard that, lady!
Oh, I was stuck. What the heck?
What?
Why would I was stuck? Why was I stuck? I was trying to say.
Are you kidding me?
Stand back! I got this!
Nikki, no! Get out of there!
Trust me!
Yes, this is right! This is the way! Everyone to Nikki! Now!
You heard that, lady!
Everyone, stay close!
That was weird.
There! See? Told you I got this!
Hey, that was amazing! How did you...
No idea! I just can't now!
So far so good, Guardian! You're not out of the woods yet!
Lies in the ointment of time.
I am so... Hope you're all ready for more giant bugs!
Fine by me! Bring him on!
Eternal!
This place is infested! Incoming!
Was it like this when you encountered him inside of me?
You guys were inside Drax? Just been thinking to have to tell me that story.
Dead bug!
Just keep him the scud away from me!
So I guess Smoking Death is celebrating early.
Hey, we're still not gonna celebrate, just later than we thought!
Look out!
I can't believe the fate of the galaxy depends on the words that come out of here now.
His choices so far have proven worthy. I have faith in you, good
Thanks, bud!
Avoid the jump
They'll just keep coming. I don't know what was the attacking something?
There! See? Told you I got this.
Okay, that was amazing. How did you?
No idea! I just can't now!
So far, so good, Guardian. But you're not out of the woods yet.
Bye-bye. Time to die.
Shadow baddies! More critters to cut!
And me without my bug spray!
Peter!
More fun!
Anyone else feel kind of bad for Warlock right now?
Oh, yes! We must have blamed Old Sky for this. It's not his fault.
I can't believe the fate of the galaxy and the words that come out of Peter's mouth!
Does it make you feel better? That's one of the worst timelines.
Hey, Magus! You think any of this is impressive? You think we're scared of you?
You listening, Magus? The only one who gets to ignore Peter is me!
Vile creatures! Your increased numbers mean nothing! Was it like this when you were conquering inside of me?
Not really! He seems like a million times more powerful now!
Slithered its way right into my sword!
Got it.
Oh, man! You cut right through that thing!
Such dimwit grit. Why not just submit?
The stone! You must use the stone!
He's still too far away. Seems like he's hanging back on purpose.
What are you waiting for, Quill? Say something to throw him off.
Yes, infuriate him with your carelessly chosen words.
Beleaguered brats, like little gnats.
Cat, bat, muskrat, mat. You can rhyme. We get it. Seriously, how is it possible for you to have gotten even more obnoxious?
Tad, Vad, splatty splat splat!
Laundromat!
You begin to annoy me.
It's what we do!
Combat, format, diplomat!
That doesn't even make sense. Ah!
We don't make sense? Ever since we met you, you've been nothing but a giant pile of word vomit. And now you gotta rhyme everything too?
Inconsequential ingrates.
Okay, pretty sure we derailed him.
He's doing the planet thing!
Nikki, you ready to save our butts again?
Just be careful.
Hey, I'm the one with cool powers now, remember?
It's definitely growing on me. I don't say it enough, so I'm just gonna say it. I fucking love you guys!
Everyone good?
Well done, child.
Okay, I definitely think we're getting to him. We just gotta hold out a little longer.
I can conjure armies at will.
Watch out for the get ready to squash some bugs!
Work in space, please!
Danger close, Rocket!
These vermin are relentless!
Bugs! Meat blade!
Killed another! Hey! More of those!
I suggested these towards advances in the future!
Oh, perfect! Groot says we got more bugs!
Your fish food, dude!
Just keep them the scud away from me!
Darn it.
Thanks, Groot. How should we celebrate our destiny victory? My great strength goes underutilized!
There we go.
Whatever the fuck these things are. What's next, Peter?
Oh man! You can't run.
Sooner or later, everyone will fall before me. The entire galaxy will fall.
Guys, the stone's being weird.
Now is the time, Guardians!
Reel him in, Quill. Only way to get a clear shot.
Submit to me! I said submit!
Time to get it through your oversized skull. We don't give in to anyone. I mean, seriously, have you met us?
That's right. We're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
We have business cards.
And we'd rather die than submit to you!
You dare defy a god? Have you no notion of my...
Oh, shut up!
What did you say?
She said you're the worst!
Ugh, your mockery mocks my very...
The stone! We must use the stone!
Hate these quick time events.
Peter Quill! Ah!
Fuck. The stone's gonna fry you, Quill! Like it did the first time! Just run! Ain't no time to make up for what happened, you dumb scut! Just drop it!
No! I'm the idiot who released this freak! I'm gonna be the one who puts it back in its bottle!
Ah, God. Makes my fingers hurt. I thought we was all gonna hold hands like the movie.
He's gotta be okay. Right, Mantis?
The important thing is that he did it. You all did.
This was not his sacrifice to make.
Also, ouch!
Oh. Did we get paid?
Not yet, but...
Does this mean it's over? Like over?
The Magus is contained for now. The most insatiable entity in the galaxy is once again a prisoner of the Soul Stone. All that is left is determining what to do with it.
Sell it.
Destroy it.
Those are both terrible ideas.
He says we should combine both ideas.
Stone is neither bomb nor bauble, and not yours to bear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He just tried to kill us and eat the galaxy!
You cannot contain this calamitous force. I created it. I am its keeper.
No one can keep that thing.
Mantis. The chances of the galaxy being consumed again if we keep the stone?
Very high.
And if we give it to Goldilocks?
Not as high.
The child was correct. I
Perhaps the pull of its power would one day split my lone soul asunder. But I am not alone.
Just to be sure, the chances of the bad galaxy thing happening if we sell the stone?
Astronomically high.
The best way to make sure the Magus doesn't get out again is to make sure together. You know, the second you feel any indigestion,
I shall call upon your crew, motley though you may be. I fear we've fallen friends. And I accord my atonement for the trying to kill you and eat the galaxy. A momentary misstep.
yeah, well, sorry for all the mean stuff we said about you.
If the mark of a man is to be bridled, none other than he himself must be mandated to toil as...
Does he seriously always talk like this?
I mean only to say... we're good.
It's just that I'm not the one you gotta convince.
Oh, certainly not.
Certainly, yes.
Well... Ugh. Disgusting.
Okay, now I'm convinced.
Okay. Probably the longest video I did in a long while. But it was definitely fun. Yeah, I mean, it was like the only things I did not like out of this game was the ship, you know, steering and like the slow build up at the very beginning of the game. But other than that, I could say it's like, you know, 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's like a fair rating of this game. 8 out of 10. It's not too shabby. It didn't drag on too long and is not too short. It's just the right length of a solid game. And if there's a DLC, I wouldn't mind checking it out. Unlike like Marvel's Avengers, I mean, like even when it was announced in E3, or at least the first gameplay was shown at E3 or some kind of game conference, I forget which one, PAX maybe, I don't know. Even like, you know, Game Informer, when they was doing their interviews and giving up their reports, it was, you know, obvious from their, you know, assertion that, you know, the developers went out of their way to make sure that this game didn't end up like Marvel's Avengers. And matter of fact, they just like I think it was yesterday announced that you know, like, you know, Spider-Man, and if you saw the trailer for that, it looks so doggone stiff. And it's like, and people, you know, initially got the freaking game on the PlayStation mainly for like Spider-Man, and they put out every other DLC but that at the, you know, like at the last freaking minute. And it's obvious they was trying to like get more people to play the game. Jump Force the other day just announced that they're closing their servers. You can only play like offline, you can't play online anymore. And it's like, you know, that's what Marvel's Avengers need to do, to cut their losses. It's a failed game. You're not gonna I mean, like, some people enjoy like Black Panther DLC, but even then it's like, it's so repetitive, and not like good repetitive. It's just like it's a mediocre storylines, and it's like, I don't know, it's just it was just like a lackluster game. Not even a lackluster, it's even worse than that. I mean, I wouldn't even, well, I was about to say, like, you know, that and Cyberpunk and Jump Force and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite were all like the worst games I ever played. But no, like, there's some stuff out of Marvel's Avengers I still enjoy, like Miss Marvel's part, you know, introduction was honestly the best part. But I still maintain, like, Jump Force, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and Cyberpunk is probably like the worst games that I ever played. But then again, at least the developers of Cyberpunk acknowledge their issues and either give people their money back or just cut their losses entirely, because they was forced to put that stuff out fast, mostly because of the pandemic.
Really, I can sleep on the couch.
The couch is filthy. I've seen the rodent relieve himself on it.
She could sleep in Gamora's room.
Since when?
Oh, come on. You're a girl, she's a girl. You can play dolls together.
There are so many things wrong with that.
Well, she ain't getting my room. End of discussion.
So you just have to build another bedroom, and maybe a bathroom, and convince everyone that adding another teammate is a good thing. A 12-year-old teammate. One who may or may not need you to provide parental stuff. I mean, come on, man. You did just save the galaxy. Twice. So, obviously, embracing this new role is definitely probably gonna be just, it'll be fine. Come on. I mean, if you can handle Raker and the Magus, pretty sure you can handle a 12-year-old girl. Yeah. A little guidance here, some homework there, throw in a few vegetables. Where the flark are you gonna get vegetables? I guess Groot could make vegetables. Yes, that seems like a reasonable thing to ask him. And if everyone's willing to make just a few reasonable sacrifices here and there, I mean, you know what they're like. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely, wow, they have good qualities. I mean, Drax is fearless, and he's been a dad. Groot, he's compassionate and protective. Rocket can teach her about crawling into things, and Gamora. Gamora. She knows about honor and discipline and girl stuff. Yeah. So even if you don't have what it takes by yourself, you're not by yourself. And you know what? Nikki's a part of that now. She's one of the family. And family means sticking together no matter what. Even if you gotta wing it every step of the way. My man.
My man.
What's happening? We appear to have lost power.
Sounds like a Nova Core disabler. You guys paid your fine, right?
Oh, fuck!
I am Groot.
Who knew that was gonna come back and bite me in the butt? Oh, let's go. He's already ordering new business cards. Also, that's right to lead the whole Cammy chewing out. Also received a key to nowhere from Cosmo for helping him reject the promise. It's currently propped up against the fridge to keep the door shut. With the team finally getting along, Gamora invited everyone to rigorous combat training so they can learn to fight as one. Star-Lord claims after only 6 sessions that they now that they now fight like ninjas. Mora has no idea what that means. Rocket surprised the Guardians by installing a gamma-heated Mercurian hot tub in the Milano's cargo bay. He has since declared it his office and holds daily team meetings in it. He provides drinks, but not towels. Rocket has also renegotiated his employment contract. He is never to be called cute, adorable, or any similar words in front of a client. Drax. To forever capture their glory of unity and honor, Drax offered to inscribe Cathathian tattoos on the entire team. Groot immediately healed, but he says he still feels it on the inside. The rest of the team had sore butt cheeks for several rotations. Inspired to better communicate with the rest of the team, Groot asked Rocket to help him teach everyone Groot. He then abandoned the effort when they kept repeating the same three words over and over again. Star-Lord is now trying to teach Groot the few sign language words he learned from films. Groot also finally convinced Star-Lord to try his Groot tea. The next morning, a plant sprouted from Star-Lord's forehead. Wow. After attending Corell's full honor memorial, which drew tens of thousands, Nicolai proudly displayed her blazing hair to the Kree accusers and told them exactly where they could stick their hammers. She has since found a home with the Guardians and often calls Star-Lord Dad just to throw him off his game. She kind of reminds me of what's that actress name? It's like I don't want to say lesbian hair, but it's kind of like those kind of hairstyles. This reminds me of. Cammy began to heavily shed her wool, which had surprisingly comfortable texture. The Guardians sold the material on the black market for a huge amount of units. Drax has since begun knitting Cammy wool mittens for the entire team. Who knew you could knit? Mantis. Fairly certain she has maybe fulfilled one of her many important feats as the Celestial Madonna, Mantis sets out to tie up loose ends, but got distracted by all the knots. She was last seen giving advice to an irritated monster king. Hi guys. Adam Warlock received most of the credit for stopping the Universal Church of Truth. Once he was done basking in the galactic praise, he once again took up the role of healer and traveled the galaxy, helping those formerly lost to the promise return to reality. Cosmo remains the best boy. All this journal stuff. And these are fun drawings. If you don't know what those S's, are, I mean, I remember drawing those. A lot of kids, around my age, at least people who are around my age that was in middle school and high school drew S's like that. You can tell, it was like definitely a thing that we did. I don't think kids do it these days. Okay. This idiot. Hobo warlock. Bring me Thanos. Of course, you have to bring in. We dealing with Adam Warlock. Of course, you have to bring in the Soul Stone because in the comics, he's intricately connected. Intrinsically connected. Okay. That was Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a fun game, man. Now, I have plenty of time to work on like other videos, mainly on camera stuff. Tomorrow, well, I'm gonna try to spend like, well, definitely tomorrow. Because I'm catching up on the next comic book review, and then I need to start working on the next. I need to do it this week, a review this week for our next comic book review, but also I need to start working on the next chaotic lore video. And I definitely need to possibly maybe next week I'll start doing some the next TV show review, which is Card Captors. So yeah, those are, you know, stuff that I got currently going on. So yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of Guardians of the Galaxy. Where would you put it as far as like, do you think it's gonna be Game of the Year? It's definitely got to be nominated at the very least. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.